Hey guys, glad to be back with you with our NFL Rumors Quick Hits. I know it's been a while, but we're right back with you, and we got a lot of news that's happening this week that we want to talk about. We'll just go ahead and get things started. One thing before we get things started, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. We'd be glad to have you as listening in to all of our breaking news, all the fantasy outlooks or stats, all the NFL rumors. Just got a little bit of everything for you. So really glad to have you along with us today. And we'll just go ahead and get started. The big news of the week was Joe Burrow. Really took a tough hit for the Bengals as he was lost for the season. There with Burrow, very very tough there with the ligament damage, and so with that, it looks like right now the Bengals is going to head back with their backup quarterback that played on Thursday night. We've not seen any news about any signings or anything like that. I know a lot of Bengals fans were this week was talking a lot about AJ McCarron, who played in the XFL. He was a fan favorite as well there. So not heard anything on that yet, but Joe Burrow lost for the season. Over the last week, Deshaun Watson was lost for the season as well with a shoulder injury that's going to require surgery. So two big hits for the AFC North there. A lot of reeling there. Dorian Thompson is going to give it a go for the Browns. They worked out Joe Flacco, who is not dead in the water as far as signing. They could go revisit him after about a week. They want, I would imagine, see how Dorian Thompson does, and then go revisit Flacco after a week. A lot of rumors around Bill Belichick right now. Bill Belichick, one of the best records there in the NFL, as he was with Tom Brady with the Patriots. If they are split, two teams that are definitely on the radar for him in the rumor world right now is the Chargers and the Commanders. So the Chargers, I mean Brandon Staley, a loss here and there. I mean he could end up losing his job and Kellen Moore taking over. Looking at the Commanders, Ron Rivera, I think they could want to go in another direction there. He's been with the team for a long time, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there if New England does decide to part ways with them. That's two teams to watch: is the Commanders and the Chargers. A lot of speculation around Jimmy Garoppolo if he would be willing to part ways with the Raiders, Browns, Bengals. A lot of rumors around that. I meant nothing too solid though. Just a lot of speculation when it comes to because he's one of the bigger names quarterbacks out there that could probably help a team head into the playoffs. He was also rumored with the Vikings, but we know that they're definitely not going to go in that kind of direction. Josh Dobbs is playing lights out, so definitely Josh Dobbs looks like the real deal. I hope this guy gets a starting job down the road. Ryan Tannehill took down some rumors that came up with some fake accounts this week. He said, hey, he's not trying to get traded or released. He's not trying to get traded next year, not trying to get released right now. It seems like he wants to help Will Levis along, but we'll have to see if anything changes there with that. But right now, Ryan Tannehill wants to stay put. Always when you got a quarterback news, you always have to talk about Tom Brady. Would he be interested on a Bengals run with a lot of weapons they have? I think it's a long shot. I think he's pretty happy with retirement. He's got a investment in the Raiders. He'd have to sell that part of that investment there just to sign with the team. So definitely, I don't think Tom Brady will be venturing out there too much. I know our weekly Taylor Swift update. Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift expect to meet their parents to meet for the first time with the Kansas City and Philadelphia Eagles game. Definitely a lot of fanfare there with all the Taylor Swift fans and this Travis Kelsey. It's a big story all over the place, like not only in the NFL but in the entertainment world as well. We Another big news this week: Mark Andrews suffered a cracked fibula and ankle ligament. He's going to be out for the season. Mark, also we're praying for him. He has diabetes as well, so it could take him a little longer to heal up. We're hoping everything goes well with Mark there, but fast recovery there for that. Uh, so a lot of speculation if Garrett Wilson was going to play this week. He's actually going to play. So he is in this week. The Giants this week have said Brian DeBall and Daniel Jones would return. So that is looks like that's going to be who they're going to roll with. They definitely got to get him some weapons. They got to get him an offensive line. They got to get him some skilled players besides Darren Waller, who was also injured this year. They got to get some wide receivers in there for Daniel Jones to see what they got. Noah Brown's going to be out this week for the Texans. He's really balled out last couple of weeks for C.J. Stroud, who's having an amazing season. C.J. Stroud having one of those rookie seasons that we'll be talking about for years. But Noah Brown out this week. Damian Pierce out also for the Texans. Something to keep an eye on with that. Let's see what else we got for you today. So that is kind of where we're at with the big news. When we're talking about some of that. Speculation this week as well. Stephon Diggs said, he was not responsible for how other people feel this week. I mean, it could be getting blown up to where the Buffalo Bills are struggling. As of right now, they wouldn't be in the playoffs. So I would just say it's something to keep an eye on there. In the off season, there was some speculation that the Giants could be interested if there's a trade there. But it seems that he's pretty content with the Bills. Devon Achane is going to play this week, so good news there for Miami. So Miami gets back that double hit in their backfield with Achane and Raheem Mostert. So a lot of good, great things happening in the league right now. A lot of quarterback injuries. We kind of tweeted about that last night. I mean, we've had tons. I mean, we don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to return. Anthony Richardson's been out. Daniel Jones, Watson, Burrow's cousins. It's been a tough year for quarterbacks. So we'll have to see if what that might look like if anybody is going to venture into that quarterback market if these teams get close to a playoff. There are some key people that ain't played in a while out there as well. You always got Colin Kaepernick. You always got Cam Newton. RG3 made his plea as well this week. So very interesting to see what happens here going forward. But we'll be here for all of it, and we'll have everything that you will need. We're glad to be back with you on this little quick hits each week. We're going to try to do this weekly as of now. We might do a couple times a week if it comes, but make sure as well as we got our Twitter feed every Sunday morning from 11 to 1 with Patrick Pucci and we definitely, excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold. Jay Slig, we got that covered for you from Sunday from 11 to 1, Big Time Fantasy guys. So we would definitely appreciate if you put your questions down there when we make the post on Saturday night and give us your questions, and we should do our very best to answer any rumors or answer any in and outs that you might have. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got some good things coming up pretty soon. We're going to have Gary Myers back on with us, the NFL Insider. He's going to talk about his new book. So make sure that you're tuned in for that. Always a great conversation with Gary. Going to talk about Bill Belichick as well. So make sure you tune in. And again, I appreciate all you guys, all the wonderful support we always have on the Twitter account, all the wonderful support that you give us all over from the nice messages all the way through YouTube. You definitely appreciated. And we're thankful for you during this Thanksgiving season. And thank you, as always, for making NFL Rumors the hot spot to go for all your NFL news, rumors, fantasy news. We appreciate all you guys, and thank you so much.